field. Ain't nothing just to heal. We step on, spin move, in zone, scope. Scope the sideline, a touchdown, I put on the show.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. From the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The first carry for the legend, it's Bo Jackson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
On the play. Brings up second.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
He'll have a first down past the 40. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. And what a big-time play there. Give him 69 yards on the ground. First and goal from the 3. They'll look to run with Akers. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up so often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle. But collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on 1st and goal.
On 2nd down, this is Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And all the way up to the 46. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. He's going to run again. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
1st and 10 at the 30.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Baltimore, first down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
He's going to keep it again. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
On the tackle. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Our home team 7. Visitors nothing.
He can run for it, and he will. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll try and run it with Strong, the fullback. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
2nd down and goal. Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense. But when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken from about the 12. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
1st down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll try the left side. It's Jackson. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
11 yards there, 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And he's going to keep it here. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, not much there that time. And I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he'd just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
On third down, Jackson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Rob Woodson, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. But no doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. He may try and run for this. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
48-yard line.
The backup Murray, his first throw. They set up the screen to Bo. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now Jackson on first down. Oh, he'll air this. And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Jerry Jeudy as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Steps away. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Set to kick off.
The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And the third quarter will start with a touchback as that one lands in the end zone. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. This time Jackson will throw it. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away, and it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And just a net of 31 here, 40-yard punt, 9 on the return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts him in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Brought down.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
And that will be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. He is going to find Hill here. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. To throw is Jackson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Gain of 8.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Flushed out right. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, They're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Toss play to Jackson. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
The 26-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll run it with Jackson. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
On the tackle.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
On 2nd down now, it's Jackson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Some of the big boppers in the game traditionally have been safeties, and he certainly fits that mold. He lets his pads do his talking.
To throw is Jackson. To throw on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. That's into the hands of the tight end Boyle. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington, as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right, except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there.
A gain of a yard.
Well, when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, 1st round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. He can run for it, and he will. Murray, strong running, and he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Jones brought him down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Now this time Murray to throw it. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down and 1.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at a fourth down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as he'll wind up going backwards. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. This is caught inside the 15. And down to the 11. And a huge play that time. 42 yards. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Jackson. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
2nd and 8 at the 18-yard line.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. He's going to run again. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And all the way up to the 37-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Brings up
anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to...
Another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And that one into the end zone for an opening touchback. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Play action. Now Jackson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down.
Byron Jones on the coverage.
Second and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So a gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 5.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. They go play action with Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They'll try and run for him, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Sometimes you need a phone, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And some room to roam now. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run here with home. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 15-yard line.
Now the first carry for Cam Akers. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Cam Akers, the ball.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. Jackson from the shotgun. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Looking for Hill again. This time it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on first and 10. They go play action now. Jackson. And he's got some space here. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
A gain of 20 more yards.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
With the score, visitors 3, Broncos 9.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. And a short gain down to about the 33. The Hall of Famer Jack Youngblood there on the stop.
33-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, it's George down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson rolling to his right and going deep for Hill, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Flush to his right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Ronnie Lott, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
On first down, they'll start out with Akers. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
On the play.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Jackson now down around his goal line. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he will bring it back to the 4-yard line. Well, they were obviously backed up. Had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still trying to throw it. And
yeah, exactly. This is where hindsight is 20/20 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise them and catch them off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover and put your defense in a bad spot.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
They'll try and get it in with Sherman, the fullback. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Anthony Sherman taking it in. And the Broncos have taken the lead. And his kick is right through.
It's the score. Broncos 7, visitors 3.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. And some room to maneuver. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Escaping the pressure right. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. So a big play there. Not only the fumble return for the touchdown, then they get the 2-point try. And, you know, for the defense, though, they were just over there sitting on the field. They had to rush out to try to defend that.
You know, it's funny. They actually practice situations that they call sudden change when the team turns it over. I'll guarantee you no one practices a fumble return for a touchdown like that, and now someone goes for 2. Really good strategy by them putting them in that situation.
They go play action here on 1st down. Out to his left. He's going to take off with it. The ball comes out. The Broncos say they have it. They do. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down. Play action. It's Jackson. Now he'll escape to his right. And an incomplete pass.
On the keeper.
That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
I have a few questions about that throw because to me there just wasn't a lot there. I thought he tried to do a little bit too much, almost tried to will a receiver open when there was no chance he was going to be. Nice job by the linebacker. being all over that one and knocking it away.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, and it's third down.
That sun's going to be a factor all game long. I'm not sure it made a difference on that one, but it's something to think about on all deep throws during this time of year.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. And Jackson throwing once more. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And as a result, possession switches hands. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. They'll run on 1st down. George. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line.
From the 22, Jackson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 11 yards there. 1st down. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Off the play fake. Jackson flushed out right. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
On the throwaway. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jackson eluding the pressure right. Got a man. It's Johnson. End zone for a block.